Have you ever felt like no matter what you do in a relationship, you end up feeling like the problem? You pour your heart into every message, every gesture, yet somehow, you're the one apologizing. It's exhausting, isn't it? You know your intentions are pure, but the cycle keeps dragging you down. It's not about you being at fault. It's about the patterns that trap you. Recognizing this is the first step to breaking free. You deserve to feel valued, not like you're constantly walking on eggshells. It's time to reclaim your peace. I sit across from you, silence stretching like a chasm. My mind races, replaying every argument, every word twisted against me. Was I too sensitive? Maybe I'm overreacting. I can't shake this feeling of always being wrong. It's like I'm trapped in a loop of self-doubt, questioning my own memories and feelings. I wonder if I'm the one at fault, if guilt is the only tool you use to keep me in line. It's exhausting, this constant second-guessing. Am I losing myself in this toxic dance, or is it just me? Trauma bonding is a complex and painful experience, one that intertwines love and suffering in a way that can feel almost intoxicating. Imagine this. One moment, you're on cloud nine, feeling cherished and special. The next, you're crushed, feeling small and insignificant. It's a dizzying roller coaster, and your brain starts to make connections that are hard to break. You begin to associate affection with approval. When they shower you with love, it feels like a reward for your existence. But when conflict arises, you internalize it, believing it's your fault. You start to over-explain your actions, over-apologize for your feelings, all in a desperate attempt to regain that fleeting affection. It's like chasing a mirage in the desert. The closer you get, the further away it seems. You might think, if I just try harder, if I just change this one thing about myself, maybe they'll love me the way I need. But here's the trap. The more you bend over backward to please them, the more control they gain over you. It's a vicious cycle. You're caught in a web of manipulation, where love feels conditional, and your self-worth is tied to their approval. You start to lose sight of who you are. Your identity becomes a reflection of their needs and desires. You might find yourself second-guessing your thoughts, your feelings, even your very existence. It's exhausting. You're constantly walking on eggshells, trying to avoid conflict, trying to keep the peace, all while feeling like you're losing pieces of yourself. And the irony? The more you try to fix yourself, the more they tighten their grip. It's as if your efforts to earn their love only serve to reinforce their power over you. You might think you're being strong, but in reality, you're becoming more vulnerable. You're trapped in a cycle that feels impossible to escape. Recognizing this pattern is the first step toward breaking free. It's about understanding that love shouldn't feel like a battlefield. It shouldn't come with strings attached or conditions. Real love uplifts, it doesn't diminish. It's about mutual respect and support, not manipulation and control. So, take a moment to reflect. Are you in a relationship that feels like a constant struggle? Are you sacrificing your happiness for someone else's approval? It's time to reclaim your power. You deserve a love that feels safe, where you can be your true self without fear of judgment or rejection. Remember, you are worthy of love that is unconditional, not a love that keeps you in chains. The guilt cycle is a trap that keeps you stuck. It starts with a trigger. Someone gets upset, often over something minor. Then comes the blame, where they make it seem like it's all your fault. You start to feel guilty, believing their narrative. So, you apologize, promising to change, and for a moment, there's relief. But that peace is short-lived. Soon enough, another conflict arises, and the cycle begins again. Each time it repeats, you lose trust in your own perspective, questioning your reality. Breaking free means recognizing this pattern and reclaiming your voice. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you feel like you're walking on eggshells, constantly apologizing just to keep the peace? That's a classic sign you might be stuck in a guilt cycle. In a healthy relationship, disagreements are a natural part of life. They don't make you question your worth or your identity. But in a guilt cycle, every little conflict feels like a personal attack, doesn't it? Think about it. How often do you replay conversations in your head, wishing you had said something differently? You might find yourself thinking, if only I had chosen my words more carefully, maybe they wouldn't be upset. This constant replaying can be exhausting and can lead to anxiety. You start to feel like you're responsible for everyone else's feelings, which is a heavy burden to carry. And then there's that feeling of dread when someone goes quiet. You know the moment when the laughter stops, and the silence feels like a storm brewing? You might feel a knot in your stomach, wondering what you did wrong. In a healthy relationship, silence can be a moment of reflection or comfort. But in a guilt cycle, it feels like a countdown to conflict. You start to panic, thinking you need to fix things immediately. Even if there's nothing to fix, let's not forget about loyalty. In a guilt cycle, you might find yourself constantly proving your loyalty, going above and beyond to show you care. You might think, if I just do this one more thing, they'll see how much I love them. But that's not love, that's fear. In a healthy relationship, love is given freely, without the need for constant validation or proof. You should feel secure enough to be yourself, even when disagreements arise. It's crucial to recognize these patterns. If you're apologizing to avoid conflict, replaying conversations, feeling anxious in silence, or overcompensating to prove your loyalty, it's time to take a step back. Healthy relationships allow for growth and understanding. They encourage open communication without the fear of losing your identity. Remember, it's okay to disagree. It's okay to express your feelings without the fear of being judged or rejected. You deserve a relationship where you can be your authentic self, where your worth isn't tied to how well you navigate conflict. Break free from the guilt cycle and embrace the beauty of healthy connections. You are enough, just as you are. Breaking the guilt cycle starts with a simple pause. Before you apologize, ask yourself, is it really necessary? Next, keep a reality check journal. After arguments, jot down the facts to see things clearly. Setting small boundaries is crucial. Give yourself time to think before reacting. And don't hesitate to seek outside perspectives. Talking with friends, therapists, or support groups can reveal healthy patterns you might be missing. Remember, it's about understanding yourself better and breaking free from guilt. If you've ever felt like you're always wrong, it's not a reflection of who you are. Somewhere along the way, someone taught you that love is something you have to earn, often through guilt and shame. But here's the truth. You deserve love just as you are. Your flaws don't make you a villain. They make you human. Embracing your imperfections is the first step towards self-acceptance. Remember, you are worthy of love and kindness, not just when you're perfect, but especially when you're not. As the sun rises, painting the sky with hues of gold and orange, I feel a surge of energy coursing through me. Each step I take is filled with purpose, a reminder that today is a new beginning. The warmth of the sun on my face ignites a spark of hope within me. I embrace the challenges ahead, knowing that every obstacle is just a stepping stone to growth. With a slight smile, I walk confidently, ready to seize the day. Life is a journey, and I'm determined to make the most of every moment, fueled by the promise of what's to come.